Well, Lord Jesus, please record everything we need. Oh God, if this cuts out, I'm gonna be so sad. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Secrets of a Church Girl. Sammy and Randall hanging out with you on a lovely whatever day you're listening. But today for us, it is
Wednesday.
I know.
I never know. Thursday.
I never know what date it is. That was because we're traumatized from the one time we had to record on the Thursday.
That was bad. We're hoping every week we've had problems.
Yes. We're trying to figure this thing out, dude.
Yeah.
But you'd think it would be easy because we've worked with so much technology stuff, but it's so annoying. This computer's too old. This computer's too new. This computer's too this.
This camera only records 6-minute increments.
Dude, it's so annoying. But we're back. And if you're watching the YouTube one, thank you, because guess what? A lot of work goes into this.
A lot of work.
And if you're noticing and you're watching on YouTube, we did switch up our angles. So we're trying to figure this out and see which is going to be best. And we're just going to keep playing with it because who knows when we'll settle on what works for us.
Yeah, this is season 1, so anything can literally happen.
Anything. This is just us.
Anything has happened.
Yeah. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room if you're watching on YouTube. I probably look so different from what you're used to. I have my maternity pictures today, but I have them like right after we're done filming. So I had to put my makeup on and everything before we filmed because and then I have to eat. So I just
a description for our listeners: she has rhinestones on her face. So.
Yeah, and I'm wearing these like colored contacts, and I feel like I'm in 2010. No, yeah. So we're getting ready for that for a little right after this. Sam was like, "What time should we do?" And I'm like, "I don't know."
You should have told me. I didn't know you were having your pictures.
Yeah,
we should have done it earlier.
Whatever, it's no big deal. Here we are. Friggin' an hour later trying to figure out.
Trying to set this thing up.
Yeah. So it's all good. How was your week, Shmammy?
Very uneventful. Well,
this is your last week as a one less lonely girl.
Yes.
No, not really. You're not working.
Yeah.
She starts work in orientation on Saturday, so she's like soaking up every second she has to do nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah. That's exciting though. Okay, peek and pits, baby.
Would we start with pit, right?
Sure. Okay,
my pit is literally, I've had a pimple in the middle of my forehead for like more than a week.
I am dead.
That's a good pit, I would say.
That is a good pit compared to last week's. If you want to hear last week's, you gotta go back and listen.
It's actually really annoying. I can't, like, it won't pop.
Did you do that potato thingy?
What?
It's so small, guys. If you're listening, I'm telling you, it is so small. Sam's skin is perfect. Okay. When she says she's getting a pimple, it's actually the size of a pepper flake. I'm not kidding.
But it's like so annoying because it will not leave. Like, it will not go away.
See, I would just be like, dot, concealer, done.
I don't wear face.
Well, then don't complain, girl, because you could cover it.
Okay, whatever, your pit.
No, I know what you mean. But have you ever tried that potato thing?
No, what? I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's a TikTok hack. You literally cut a little piece of potato and you tape it to your forehead and you leave it overnight. And it's like small, really small, especially because yours is actually a dot. And supposedly when you wake up in the morning, it's like either not red at all or completely gone sometimes.
Oh my gosh, I want to try it.
And that's so small that I feel like it would disappear the second the potato touched it. But
it's shrank, but it's been there. Like, it's literally been there for over a week. And I can't pop it.
Girl, I wish my pimples were that small. My pit for the week. Dead silence. I'm sure I have one.
I can think of one for you.
What? Tell me.
What just happened?
Oh, what? All of this?
No, with your house.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess it's not, it's a pit, but it's not like, I'm not going to let it take me down. No, not really.
Good.
But no, it's just the way that we're processing to try and buy this house has just been so hectic.
Unnecessarily chaotic.
Like, oh my gosh, we just want answers for stuff and things take days, but we also have to remember, like, the pace of life here is way different.
Very different.
So we're used to, like, LA, like, here, send, fix, respond, give me a phone call. Like, everything is happening, like, all the time. This is much more like, oh, let's do this one thing today. And then tomorrow we'll get to one other thing. And I'm like, give me a list and I will bust it out in seconds.
Literally, it's the minuscule, tiny little things. One thing per day.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I'm going to wait for you.
Yeah. And then peak. What's your peak?
I had one and I can't remember what it was.
You're starting work this week.
Yay.
That's girl.
It's good, but like it's not. I don't know anybody who wants to work for their life. Like,
I know people that like working.
well, I don't. So
And you're gonna like your paycheck though, Miss Girl.
no, I like money. I don't like working. I
But
think a lot of
this
people
is the
do.
entrance to money.
Girl, I know.
So thank God you're gonna be getting your
My-
coin.
My peak is. Oh my god! I literally had. Oh, I whitened my teeth today,
Oh,
and I feel like a different person.
feel like you're on top of the world. Oh man, our
Yeah.
cameras are gonna be side by side, and my teeth are probably gonna look not nearly as white as yours because yours are like a shiny teeth.
I'll go behind the mic for you.
No, I'm just joking. My peak is we're taking our maternity pictures today, so that's exciting.
I'm so excited to see.
I'm so nervous because Billy's taking them. He wants to take them.
He does.
Yeah,
Does he know what he's doing?
yeah.
Has he watched a tutorial?
No, but he's taken pictures before.
Well, like I know he takes pictures of nature.
No. He's definitely taken pictures before of like me and like us, and so he knows what he'll know what to do. I'm just nervous because it's like weird that we're gonna have maternity pictures.
Were you expecting there to be snow still?
No, I didn't want a lot of snow. The picture inspo I have, I'll show you. You want to show you? I'll show you.
Yes.
We'll show the
Because
viewers.
guys, it's not snowing anymore. I don't know if that's a peak or a pit for me. I kind of feel like it's a peak
What?
that it's not snowing anymore. Like we can see our yard, and it's really sunny.
I feel like it's a peak right now, and then we're gonna be like, oh man, I wish the snow was here.
I think so too, but summer here is completely different. And spring, the seasons are real seasons here, not like in
Yeah.
the desert.
Snow.
Because it's still cold, but there's just no snow.
It is cold. That's why part of me is like,
You would rather there be snow if it's going to be cold.
yeah. That's kind
I'm just glad because I can drive
so
in peace.
she's laying on a white blanket, but see how it's like
okay.
not.
I see.
It's like kind of you still see the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which down this way behind our house, if you're listening, behind our house, well, technically everywhere there's forest,
Mm-hmm.
but that way it's untouched and not a lot of people go back that way because it's between like big lots and neighborhood houses, so you can't go back there unless you live right here. So it's still like some of it, the snow that is left is really clean,
Oh, true.
which is
I haven't
nice.
even went that way to look. I just look right here. I don't go like around the house.
Oh, see.
So I just have seen our backyard and then our front yard right here. But
Yeah,
I want to go on a run today
go for it.
because there's no ice and snow.
You can do it.
I know.
Brucey. Yeah, and then I think we're gonna go down to Mariah's property, which is my sister, and they own a bunch of acres with this little pond,
Oh, there's a pond.
and there's a waterfall. It's like so cute, and it's a wine vineyard. Well,
I did
it's a
not know
grape
that.
vineyard, so they sell their grapes that they grow. And so it's really, really cute. I think for people here, it's like cliche,
Mm-hmm.
but for us, I'm like, oh my God, this is so beautiful because we don't have anything like it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I
I
mean?
didn't know there was a pond there.
Yeah. It's a full thing.
It's only what I seen when we went.
It's two little ponds on the lot, and then the waterfall goes into a creek, like a full creek.
What?
Yeah. And they own all of that right
That's
there.
gonna be so nice in summertime.
Yeah. So we're going to take some pictures back behind our house and then some go over there. And then I got my dress on Amazon.
I don't
It's
know
like
how
a
you buy
basic-
clothes on Amazon.
What do you
I
mean?
can barely buy regular clothes like on websites for like clothing websites because I get so nervous.
Really?
they're
I just
not
read
gonna fit.
reviews. I read reviews all day long.
I read reviews, but I feel like I don't know what to trust.
I
Like,
read reviews with pictures.
okay, that's true.
So
And I have to feel what I'm buying too. I'm a texture person. With
I
my
normally
clothes.
am, but I just figured this is a stretchy long sleeve, long dress to the floor. It's not like it's jeans. Like if it was jeans or like a jacket or
Mhm.
something, I think it would be different. But because I just knew it was going to be like a spandex cotton.
Mhm.
I was like, whatever. But it is lighter than I expected it to be. It looks like the color of your regular fajas. Nude. But I was expecting it to be like a
Darker.
chestnut. Like
Oh, that's
something.
not chestnut.
Yeah. So
That actually looks like straight up like nude.
yeah. So I don't know. But I guess it'll look pretty when like I have all my weaving
I mean, it'll be
hair's real
edited
long
too,
and
so
stuff.
you can probably change the color of it.
And
right?
yeah, and I'm sure he's gonna. Well, not all the pictures, but the pictures he uses, he's probably gonna put these cool filters on and stuff. So
Yeah.
it might change the color. But yeah, I normally, I don't normally buy stuff on Amazon like clothes, but I just knew I wanted to get it here soon because I'm scared that I'm gonna go into labor and not have maternity pictures.
You still have a while, a little bit.
Yeah, I'm 33 weeks now.
I mean, not enough to be like, oh my god.
You just never know, dude.
I know, that's true.
Dude, I was watching this video of this YouTuber, and she was telling her labor story. Scary, bad idea.
Why?
But I watched it anyways.
Do that to yourself.
Because I feel like there's a part of me that wants to know everything that could happen, and then believe God for what I want to happen. You know what I mean? Like I want to know possible
my
stuff.
philosophy is ignorance is bliss, baby.
No way. No, because then if something happens and you're like shrivel and fall apart because you didn't expect that was going to happen.
I mean, not like I don't know anything's gonna like nothing's gonna happen, but just like a lot of things could happen. But I'm not gonna go in specifically and look at what could happen. Like
Yeah.
that's just me because I get scared really easily.
Well, I like knowing. I like knowing that these are some things that could happen, but not of like okay, I've already watched hers and hers was a little bit more intense, so I'm not gonna go watch another one that's intense. Like I've already got my dose of like, okay, this is what not so ideal labor could be, and I have one in my brain. Okay, I'm good with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she was like 35 weeks and then went into labor the day of her maternity pictures after she took them. She took them and literally an hour later her water broke.
Oh please God, no.
Yeah.
No.
So
Not for you. No,
dude,
no.
I almost called Billy today because I got the car washed, and I almost called him and told him, "Can you grab towels? My water just broke."
You're awful. You're awful.
I wanted to see what he would do, but then I was like, "No, I can't." He would freak out.
He would freak out, and then no.
I know. I want to do it one time. I just want to play a
No,
joke.
that's me.
I just want to do it once for the vlog.
You
or
know how
something.
he is.
I know. He's gonna be like, "What? Are you okay? How do you feel? Where are you? Are you
And
okay?"
then I have to sit here and listen to all of it.
And then I'll be like, no, I'm just kidding. And then he's gonna have like anxiety for the next few hours.
You cannot do that. Do it to like Mariah.
Mariah would be like, "All right, let's go. I have the gurney in the back seat."
You're not wrong.
Every one of my family members would react different.
Yeah, you could like pinpoint exactly how they would react.
Yeah,
That's actually so true.
Lee would be like, "Oh my gosh, friend, do you have your hospital bag packed? Okay, it's gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine."
The difference in you guys is like astronomical.
She would literally be like, "It's okay, okay, you can do this. It's okay." She would be just reassuring me.
Also,
Mariah would be like, "Let's go."
Lee is her little sister, and Mariah's her older sister.
Yeah, and then my dad would be like, "Oh, beep." Oh my god. Well, do you know where you're going? Do you good? Do you need anything? My dad.
You should have just said it, and I could have bleeped it. For real.
I know. You can just put a beep sound over me. My mom would be like, "Okay, mija. All right, just walk to your car."
No,
put
your mom
worship
would be
music
like
on.
booking a flight over here. What are you talking
No,
about?
but she would tell me, like, if she was here, she would be like, just get all your.
She would?
Get it to the car. Yeah, she'd be like, play worship music. She would be so. I feel like she would be so calm.
Really?
Because she would know that we were freaking out.
I feel like she wouldn't.
I'd be like, I'm calling your pediatrician. I'm calling the hospital. I'll call your doctor. I'll call your doula. I got a whole list. I'm ready for you.
She would. She literally would. Yeah, that's why you can't joke with him.
No, I know.
You could probably.
I can't joke. I could not joke with anybody in California because then my mom would be on her phone booking a flight.
Oh yeah.
Or
that
my
would
dad.
be devastating.
But I could totally joke with Billy.
Don't do it.
No, I'm just kidding.
Do it when I'm not here,
When I'm working.
so I don't have to hear it after.
Oh my gosh, that would be crazy. But yeah, so she took her maternity pictures, that YouTuber, the day she went into labor. So I think that's why I'm like, oh my god.
I think you should be fine.
I that's why I was like, I want to get everything here, and I just want it done.
I totally forgot like maternity pictures were a thing.
Me too.
Like I just remember when you announced it, and I was like, oh, like that's it.
Yeah, I don't.
Like with the pictures you guys used then. That's what I was just like.
Wait, what happened?
Like when you guys announced it, that's just what I assumed. I was
Dude,
like,
you want to see how small my stomach was?
yes.
Okay.
I remember when you told us.
Oh my god, I remember your mom.
This
Your
girl.
mom literally enter clip. How?
No. This girl came and drove in their new Jeep to our house and was like, we want to show you our new car. And it was super random. She usually like texts me before she comes over. And she came over and she was like, oh, we want to show you our new car. And it was true. They had just got a new Jeep. It was like a red Jeep, whatever. Looking around the car like dummies.
Bro.
Oh my gosh. Non-existent compared to now.
I know. We'll have to drop this in so you can see a comparison of the bump. Okay, so yeah, I went to your house.
Got off the car. I was like, oh, look at our new car. And I was like, what? Did you tell me over text already or no?
No.
Okay, so I was like, oh my God, what the heck? I'm looking around the car.
And then I was like, Nina.
And then she was like, I have to tell you something. And at that point, I was like, okay, this is not about the car. But I didn't know what it was about. I forgot. Like, she told me ages ago they were going to do.
That's how I had kind of done with a few of the people I wanted to know that we are doing it, but I didn't want to tell them we were pregnant yet.
Yeah.
I just kind of said, oh, we're going to start fertility treatments.
Like, she even told me like a year before they started it that they wanted to do it. And then I had just forgotten. And then they come over, whatever. And then she was like, oh, we have something to tell you. And at that point, Billy had his phone recording or something recording. And I was like, okay, this is definitely not about the car.
I had my phone. I was recording.
And I was like, what?
I was like, we're pregnant. And your mom was like, what? How? Because Billy's a testicular cancer survivor.
Yeah. Oh, and they did IVF.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know.
So it was so funny.
And I was like, what? And then I was like,
oh yeah,
crying. I forgot.
So we were like, what? As if we weren't aware.
I remember how bad I looked too. And Billy's recording. My hair was like, I had a ponytail on the side of my
I have to see the video because I have it recorded.
Oh my God. It looked so. I was like, dang, you could at least said, look better, look nice.
I wanted to catch everybody off guard because I feel like the fact that we were already doing IVF kind of like takes away like the, oh my God, you're pregnant. You know, like when normally when people tell them, you're like completely shocked. Like when Mariah told us, I was like shook. When Lee told me, I was like,
I was shocked.
I was so shocked. Oh my God, I started sobbing.
I wasn't even there. They were trying to FaceTime me.
Oh my gosh.
I was in Sydney, but the time difference, I was still asleep. And my phone, I sleep with Do Not Disturb, okay?
You have your phone on Do Not Disturb all day. So even if I called you at 3 p.m, you wouldn't be answering.
That's not true. I changed that. I took it off that. I used to do that.
Oh my God, that would drive me crazy.
And then I took it off. And then they were calling me and I did not answer. Like literally I woke up to like 10 missed calls and 10 FaceTimes. And I was like, oh, whatever. Like, and then did I answer or no?
No.
I never answered, huh?
No.
And then I found out because I saw it on Instagram.
Well, we were trying to tell her before it went on Instagram, but it's too late.
Yeah, and I was like, ooh, that's probably what it was.
So me and my little sister, me and Lily, we were arguing. We were in the middle of a fight. Like,
oh yeah,
dude, like literally, like not even, when we fight like, it's so dumb. It's literally like one day we'll be annoyed with each other and maybe not text or call each other as much as we normally do. And then the next day we're like, okay, friend, what you doing? What you eating today? Yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
So we were in an argument.
Wait, there's a video, isn't there?
Yeah. And they were like, will you come over so we can talk? And I was like, dang, this
is a real argument.
Oh, wait, you want to talk about mothers? Okay.
Oh my God.
So I went over like already, dude. Like,
she's ready to fight. When she's mad, this girl will literally fight.
No, I'm confrontational. I don't care. If I ask you a question and you don't answer me, I'm going to keep asking you until you answer me. So I show up to her house and I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be so awkward because we never have like real arguments. Like me and I think we've had like a total of like sitting in our adult life, like 2 or 3, maybe 2. And I walk in and there's like streamers on the door and there's like a sign and it says like, I don't know what it said, like we're pregnant or Thea Randy or something like that. And I started crying. I was like, are you serious? Are you serious? No, are you serious? And they were like, yeah. And then I started sobbing.
Because their baby's a honeymoon baby.
Oh,
like, right?
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Because it was like immediately after.
April. We got married in March. So a little bit, yeah, like maybe a month or so after they got married.
I was shocked.
Should be 10 months, yeah.
I was shook.
I know. I was so shocked. And I was like, this is going to be crazy. And he's freaking perfect. Here's a picture of him. He's perfect. I'm obsessed with him.
He is.
Ugh.
He's so cute.
I miss him so much. Really can't even talk about him because I will cry. I'm like, stop talking about Brave.
I feel like that's how he is with Everly right now because we can't.
I know.
Like we can't go over there.
My niece. I know. I was like, it's so weird this week because my sister, her husband surprised her with a trip. My older sister surprised her with a trip to Disney World. So they were gone for like a whole week, which is already weird because we're used to seeing them every single day.
Eternal.
Yeah, we're used to seeing them every single day. So, and my dad was here the week before that they left. So my dad was here, my stepmom was here, my stepbrother was here, and then my sister was over with Everly and my brother-in-law like every single day. So our house was filled for like a whole week straight. And then they left a day apart. My sister left one day, my dad left the next day. And then we got home and it was like silent all week.
Everyone literally left at the same time. And we didn't even really see each other.
No.
We were just like separated into our own room.
I think I also refueled my solo time because I was like used to being like.
I was literally like in my bed for days.
Yeah. So it was so weird. It was so weird. So they surprised her and then they got back, but they wanted to get tested before they saw us and stuff to make sure that they don't have COVID or Rona. So they got tested, but it takes a few days to get the results back. So they're just waiting for the results and then we can see them again.
But it's just weird because we see them
every day.
Every day.
Yeah. I don't like it.
I know, same.
But here we are. So yeah, Sam and I are trying this new thing kind of with the podcast where we kind of just let convo flow. But we do have some thoughts on what we were talking about last week. We talked about social media and we also talked about when your boyfriend don't post about you, which is so funny. You can go back and listen to it if you want. But we were also talking about how some people on social media express themselves differently with fashion and how can kind of be weird. If you could describe your fashion, your sense of style or like fashion or aesthetic, what would it be? I didn't prepare for this. I just asked.
Yeah, definitely not. Just recently though, like in the last 6 months, I would say like comfortable and oversized clothes. Comfortable and oversized.
What would you say your aesthetic is? If you had one that you attempt to portray, what is it? Who is she?
Like, I don't want to say grunge because it's not grunge, but like darker. Just like dark colors.
I would say grunge for you for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Because my mind goes to like 2012 Tumblr when you say grunge.
No, not like black stockings and
okay,
Doc Martens.
That's clarification.
But even today, you're like wearing space buns. I think the fact that you don't wear foundation and just do like black liner and mascara is like another like adds to your aesthetic of like grunge. And then like your mismatched earrings. How you had like one little dangly one, not dangly one.
Yeah, then I guess dark like grunge. I wore a yellow sweater yesterday and I will like only wear that inside.
I'm not going anywhere in this.
I was like, I look like a banana. I'm not wearing this out.
Yeah, I would say that your style is grunge.
Okay, what's yours then?
I don't even know.
You do. What is it?
No, I really don't. I feel like I don't know. I feel like there's some days where I'm like OC mom, like you called me out to look like, and then there's other days where I look like I'm trying to run the streets in like downtown LA.
Okay, that's true.
I don't know.
That's true.
What would you say it is?
I don't know. You're very fashion forward. That's a weird like way to put it, but I feel like you always know what to wear, when to wear, and I feel like I just wear like I'm like, oh, okay, we're going out, let me just still wear what I would wear even if we weren't going out.
No, I feel like you get dressed every time we leave.
I don't. I force myself to like what I was wearing earlier. I was like, I am not wearing this. I was wearing a gray like New York sweater that I thrifted with cargo pants, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, I was wearing these pants to sleep. And I just put this shirt on.
Fashion forward.
Yeah, real forward.
No, I'm serious. Like, everybody go look at her Instagram clothes.
Stop.
What is it? Randy's Clothes?
Randy's closet. Or Randy's Closet.
Really? I thought
Randy's
it was Randy's
Clothes? I don't know. What is it?
You need to get this right.
It's Randy's Clothes, I think.
Let us
RANDIES.
Oh yeah, it is. Okay. It's the handle is Randy's Clothes, but then your thing is Randy's Closet.
Oh, oops.
Like your display name.
Oh.
Yeah, see.
Oh, that's her.
Yeah.
There's no aesthetic to that.
It doesn't matter.
Part of me is fighting it.
Don't. I like it because I go look at it I literally looked at this page and looked at Pinterest before I got dressed today.
Stop!
I was like, help
I'm crying.
me, somebody.
I'm crying. Yeah, we talked about it last week, but I started an Instagram page where I just posted pictures of the outfits I'm wearing, which are not very exciting at the moment, because we're just home. But
Okay, that's a lie.
that one was cute.
I was shook when you were wearing shorts, or was that a bodysuit?
It was a bodysuit.
I was like, girl, it's so freaking cold outside. What do
But
you
it wasn't.
mean?
I didn't leave the house.
I thought
so
you did.
like, I guess I could just wear whatever.
Yeah,
You know what I
you like read the room with your clothes.
What do you mean?
I'm looking through Instagram right now, and it's like, it's all such different outfits, but
Yeah, I feel like I don't try to get like an aesthetic, and then the next day I'm like, oh, I want to be soft princess, and the next day I want to be like super grunge, and then the next day I want to be like
I haven't had
beast.
soft princess feels in a long time. Like,
I feel like you're in the Instagram story filters, or the Instagram, maybe not Instagram story, maybe it's on Snapchat. I think it's on Snapchat. It's very like, you do the one, is it like K-pop? Would that be like the vibe, like Korean?
It
has like all the little hearts and rainbows on the thing.
Oh no, I don't know.
How would you
this
consider
one?
that?
Hang on. That one?
Yeah,
That's Instagram. I don't know. It's just like,
I feel like that's super
It's-
soft, girl.
really? It's like Lisa Frank, guys. If you know Lisa Frank.
Yeah.
This is what the filter it looks like. It has like, okay, that's kind of true. It has Care Bears on it.
She's like, it's not soft. I'm like, bro, what?
Okay, I really use that one. I've been using this one.
What is that?
Okay, I'm close.
Oh, she's cute.
I know. I took like 100 pictures of myself.
Stop.
I was like, someone took my phone away.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yeah, I feel like you're definitely more grunge though. Yeah. And then now I have nowhere to wear like half of the shoes I have, which kind of sucks. But I feel like oftentimes that's how I was dressing, like what shoes I wanted to wear, and then I would make the outfit around that. But then now it's like, well, before when it was snowing, I wasn't gonna wear half of those shoes in the snow, girl. You can catch me slipping.
I know,
literally and figuratively.
But like the shoes you did wear when it was still snowing were still like, girl, I had one pair of shoes to wear.
I feel like I wore the same ones, those big, tall, clunky black ones that Billy got me for our
they're
anniversary.
universal. You can wear them with literally anything, even not in winter. Those and those white boots.
Oh, the ones they got at Forever. Weren't you with us when we bought those?
No.
Oh.
And then, did you wear Docs?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
I feel like they were just getting
I
heavier.
literally wore my $35 Big 5 snowshoes.
Girl, they did the job. I bet your feet were warm.
They actually weren't.
Oh, really?
No, they're not warm at all. They just keep the water out.
Oh.
Yeah.
But don't they have fur on them?
They do, but that does not mean anything. I have to wear the thicker socks. Like I can't just wear these like ankle socks or like those ones. I have to wear like fur socks.
The black ones with the gum sole that Billy got me that are platform, they didn't keep my feet warm at
Yeah, my feet were always freezing.
But I don't know. I feel like because the time from your car to your garage is like so quick, I did not care.
Yeah,
except if
true.
they were going to get ruined.
That's true.
That's the only reason I wouldn't wear shoes.
But like even when we would go to the mall, that little walk is longer than
It is a longer walk.
Than from outside like our house
to the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a huge difference. Tell me some of the trends you remember of stuff we would wear in church growing up, and please don't start with the era I think you're going to, but go ahead.
My most like vivid memories of what I would wear in church was like in 2010.
Stop.
It was skinny jeans that did not fit me.
What do you mean? Like how?
Like they did not fit me, and I would squeeze
Too small?
into them. Yes.
Okay.
I would squeeze my body into them, and they were not comfortable.
Keep moving, sorry.
And really, really tight band t-shirts. And
church merch.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, church merch.
Church merch.
Yeah.
This was before church merch was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was like not it.
I'm bitter because church merch now is so sick.
And then
so bit.
with our like really emo hair.
Oh my god.
Like a thick part hair.
Thick sister part.
And I used to wear those like colorful rubber bracelets.
The Live Strong ones.
No,
Oh.
like remember the silly, were they called? Something
Yeah, I remember. I know.
that turns into shapes.
Yeah.
What were they called? It's gonna
Animal bands.
I don't know.
I think they were called animal bands because you would take them off and they would be shapes of animals.
Yeah, that was weird. I was like, I had them like stacked up. That's my most vivid. And like Vans. Yeah.
I
Like the laceless one.
That type. I think I have 2 specific chunks of time of clothes I would wear. One was when everything had to match. Like everything. Like
okay, I remember that.
I remember wearing desert rags.
I'm physically in pain remembering that.
Do you remember those?
Yes, those are hideous.
I'm sure they probably have a different name that are like whatever, but we used to call them desert rags, and they were big squares and they had tassels at the ends of them, and you would fold them into a triangle and then tie the back around your neck and it would look like a pickle.
I used to wear those. I totally blocked that out of my mind.
Dude, and I remember having like every color in the book, going to like downtown LA,
You did.
and my dad being like, get all of them, and I would be like,
You did. I had one.
Bro, I had red and black, white and black, teal and black, blue and black, and I had them for like 10 years, dude.
I can like see it in my mind.
Like, dude, my mom probably still has some of them. Like, I'm not joking at all. I had pink and black. And I remember a specific outfit and thinking it was so fresh, dude. I wore like I'm sorry.
What outfit?
I wore the desert rag that was teal and black, and then I wore a black shirt with teal jeans and teal
I do
Converse.
remember that. I remember that.
And my hair was still like really deeply parted, and I had like bangs that literally went to the back of my head because my forehead is so small. So if I wanted thick bangs, I had to go real far back to like bring them forward. Yeah, I remember desert rags being a huge thing, and then the horrible, unmentioned, canceled foxtails.
Oh,
do you remember?
My gosh, I never participated in a foxtail.
Our friends moved from the East Coast and they wore foxtails, and we were like, "That's so cool! Everybody has to have a foxtail." And it wasn't real. Yeah, nobody could afford real foxtails. Not that we should be wearing them, but
that was so weird. Why was that a trend?
I don't know.
Was that only where we lived? Because
no, dude, because they were sold in LA. They were sold in downtown LA. And it was like the whole jerking movement and like dugging and colored skinny jeans. Remember?
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Colored skinny jeans were like a thing. I had so many colors.
Okay,
dude.
well, I put that under the same category I said earlier about in 2010.
I feel like that was different for me because I feel like there was a stage that was like rocker, like hardcore rocker, and I would wear like combat boots from Charlotte Rouge. And then there was a secondary phase where I like got like cool or whatever. And I would wear like Converse and probably not Vans, because I feel like Vans were more expensive. My parents didn't buy me Vans.
I had Vans more than Converse.
My parents did not buy me Vans. I think because you could find Converse at like Marshalls. And
That's true.
My dad was like, yeah, you can get those bright blue ones. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, mine was just I feel like mine was just an emo phase. I don't really feel like it was rocker into anything else. It was literally emo like all the time.
That was definitely.
That was 2000.
And in that rocker phase, which you were in your emo phase, that's what we were in together.
Yeah.
And that's when I put like that stripe of blonde in my bangs, and then I dyed it purple, and then I
think I
bleached
have
it
a picture.
again. I'm sure we have a lot of pictures. Feel free to embarrass me.
Oh my gosh.
So I remember doing that, and then I remember kind of getting out of that matching phase. And then being like business casual at like 15.
Okay, yeah, you did.
And wearing like blazers and like wearing like, and I would try to make it like trendy because that was like the thing. Like, but it was like you had to look fancier on a Sunday.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The second phase that I remember the most which is closer to
which now. Is like transitioning into being like adult clothing.
Even though we were still like 16, 17, like right before I left for Sydney is what I remember the most too.
What was I?
Was like blazers, black pants, flats, or like loafer style.
What year was that?
That was like 2014 to 2015.
Okay,
because
I
left
remember
in
that.
2016.
I remember that phase.
Yeah.
And
fedoras. You always wear
Not just fedoras, the big ones. Remember when those hats first came in, and everybody's. I can't. I hate. Don't judge me for this, but I hate those hats now. I really only like the super firm, wide brim ones, but I don't like the ones that flop and have a fedora head.
I can't. I just never wore those when everyone at church was wearing them.
It has to be a specific kind of fedora for me to wear it. The ones that flop literally trigger me to 2014 because I used to wear those all the time.
I know. You also wear the short ones though, like the black ones.
I don't even care. I cannot. They do not belong on my head. I cannot believe my mom did not say, "Come here, you smooth criminal," and take it off of my head. Like, why did she let me wear those? Dude, I look like an old woman.
I'm literally crying. Dude. Oh my god, I got stomach cramp.
My mom used to wear them too. Smooth criminal. My mom used to wear them with their hair slicked back, and I'd be like, "Help!" And I would try, but I would look so bald.
Oh, I'm so glad I never did that. But I feel like my emo phase made up for like all the embarrassing.
Well, the purple hair. I mean, not the purple
I
hair.
had
The
orange hair, guys. I'll put a picture.
Yeah,
Oh.
and it was like 50 Shades of Orange. It continually changed.
It took
in the 2 years or whatever
it
you
took
had it.
weeks to get it to what I actually wanted because
Yeah.
I thought it was Haley Williams. But
Remember when you first did it and it was like strawberry color?
I have a picture on my phone right now.
It was like strawberry color, and then I remember being like, "Oh my gosh, I have to do color in my hair too."
This girl went Little Mermaid.
So okay, wait. Before that though, because my mom didn't let me go all the way red,
Oh yeah, I know. It was streaks, wasn't it?
so I did. Yeah, like
the
highlights.
picture I have.
Is highlights of red, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I was trying to make my hair lighter with sun in, like
I remember.
spraying it little by little, because I was like, if I can just make it lighter little by little, then when I go to just put the red on my highlights, I can put it everywhere and it might catch. But then she finally was like, I think because you had been orange, like all orange for like months, and my mom was finally like, yeah, you can bleach your hair. So I bleached it out, and it was bright.
It was
red,
really red.
bright red, like not even like cherry. It was like freaking fire.
I remember.
Yeah, it was way too red. And then I had to dye it back because I wasn't allowed to have red hair during cheerleading.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
But I feel like that was the second time I did it red.
And probably
Because the first time it was just highlights, and I remember I went to Michelle, one of this lady we knew from years ago, and she did it, and I remember being like, oh my god,
we thought we were so cool, you guys. Literally,
dude, we were vibing.
My hair was so damaged it would not move at all, and it was up to my shoulders, like above my shoulders,
and it just kept getting shorter and shorter in some places. It was that
like
broken haircut.
It felt like when you like it felt like stiff, like hay.
Yeah, like you couldn't do this.
Couldn't, like it wouldn't move.
Yeah, that's so.
That was devastating.
But I feel like almost everybody went through that phase of bleaching their hair too much.
Oh yeah.
At some point in high school,
I've only bleached my hair that time when I was trying to get orange, and then remember that second time
when it was light brown.
Well, it was blonde. Remember?
Oh yeah,
You did it blonde.
Dang, that was a whole nother. I feel like that space of my life had just disappeared.
Yeah, me too.
Just,
I only remember the pictures I have, but I don't remember anything else.
yeah, dude, that was weird. That was a weird phase. Yeah, and then we transitioned into like being like young women, and we wore like different stuff. And then I feel like my fashion was so weird in between then and like the last year or two.
I'm trying to remember what I wore in Sydney. Like,
I feel like you started in the style that you have now, because you wore a lot of thrifted clothes.
yeah, I've always for a while have been a thrifter. I'm trying to go look at my Instagram to see what I had posted then.
I'm gonna look at when would you say that was?
What, when I was in Sydney?
That time frame,
2014 to 2018. I was gone from 16 to 18. I still was wearing a lot of black, but like nice black. Like
I was wearing all black too,
like
lot.
business casual black.
Okay, so this is an outfit that I wore to a conference, which means I was stunting. This was the highest.
Oh
of the
my gosh,
high.
conference clothes is a
Oh!
whole. It's a thing,
Do
guys.
you remember conference? Okay, let me explain if you're listening and
This is what
You
it's
don't know
like
what we're
in
talking
church.
about. Okay, so conferences are like multiple day events
Out of town.
at another church or like a different group, youth group or something like that. And there's guest speakers that come in and guest worshipers, and it's like super incredible. They're truly life changing. Every time I've gone to a conference, my life has radically changed. But I also look real fresh.
Or so we thought.
Dude, so we would pick our outfits to the T. To the T before we left. So this was a conference that we went to with Astro and Lisette, like right after Billy and I got married, like 2 or 3 months after I got married. And I was wearing a black, this is actually kind of timeless, girl. I'm proud of you. Except for that hat. I was wearing a strapless black pantsuit, like spandex one, and it was tight on the top, and it was baggy legs.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Tight on the ankles. And then I was wearing black wedges, which I used to wear these all the time. I wore these in Australia when we went. And then I was wearing a black leather jacket. Still got it, girl. But my necklace, I was wearing turquoise beaded necklace and a fedora.
Yes.
Take the hat away.
The hat
Change the shoes.
was your thing, dude.
I fit.
You loved wearing those.
I should favorite these so you can put them in.
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah. I'm looking at like when I.
Oh my god.
What? Yeah, that's what.
Dude, this
scar.
This
I'm
was
devastated. I cannot believe you have that picture.
Oh my gosh, this was Sam with light hair, and this was an outfit I was wearing. I was wearing a plaid flannel that was almost to my knees, and I wore this shirt, this black slinky shirt over, and pulled the collar out, and I thought it looked so like prep.
Yeah, I don't. I'm looking at these photos, and it's just like jean jacket over all black, the basic church. Everybody wore black pants, black shirt. Maybe there was some rips in the knees.
Ooh, not on stage.
Not on stage though. Off stage though. With like a jean jacket. That's literally it. So
we couldn't and this is every church is different, but there was a dress code for the stage. And we couldn't wear ripped jeans on stage, and I remember so many times trying to get away with it because the outfit would be perfect if it just
had if you guys don't know, there's like protocol for certain churches that like to wear.
Almost every church has a dress code for the stage.
If you're, when we say for the stage, it's like if you're on the worship team singing, playing, preaching, literally anything that has to do with you being on stage in front of the audience, there's a dress code. The ones that like we've experienced have been like,
what was your college's like?
For a while you could have like one rip in the knee, and then at the end they're like no rips at all. It got really like formal.
Strict?
Like
formal.
Yeah. So for this, there's like morning services and night services, and it's completely different. So like in the morning you have to look like you're going to a meeting basically.
Business casual.
Yeah, and then at night it's way more casual. Like you'll see like sweatshirts and jeans and Converse.
When I went to night services there, everybody was in crew necks.
Yeah, it's a lot of that. But towards the end, I mean, in the night it's always been casual, but towards the end it was like, even in the morning services it was like you have to look really nice.
Yeah, I remember having to look. Oh, here's a picture of us.
That's what I mean when I say like.
And look at me. Look at my rebellious spirit with them rips in the knees, girl. But I was like, hey, if I wear a blazer over and high heels, maybe I can get away with it.
That is the outfit I had in my head when I left.
This was the last service before you left. Oh, traumatizing. I was traumatized.
Like that kind of, I have not worn outfits like that since college, probably. Since like
the blazers and stuff?
Yeah.
I feel like I wear blazers now, but I wear them like very casually. If I'm gonna wear a blazer, I'm gonna wear it like with like sweats. Yeah,
I feel so weird wearing blazers. Like I think it's because we haven't had anywhere to go that's like needs
requires
that kind of
it.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh my gosh, if I wear this, what's the reason?
Do you feel like there were times where you had fashion that you wanted to, like, in a way you wanted to express yourself but you couldn't?
Like at church?
Yeah, or in general, you know.
Yes. Before I left to college, I felt like I wanted to dress like, I don't want to say like a boy, but like kind of no gender clothes, like not. I'm going shopping in the women's, like kind of like what I'm wearing right now, like this is not like, it doesn't look like a girl outfit or a guy outfit. It's just kind of like clothes. And I wanted to wear that, but I was like, oh no, I have to look nice because everyone else is looking nice. Like, even if I wasn't on stage, mostly when I wasn't on stage. So like, I would always look at what you were wearing, and based off that outfit, I would
Really?
Yeah, like you and like a few other people from the worship team, I would always be like, okay, what would Randy wear?
I'm dead.
And that was before I left to college. And then I feel like that was the only time that I felt like that. Because then every other time I was like, whatever.
Yeah, I feel like well, for us, like we're gonna have a dress code, but it's not gonna be like you can't wear ripped jeans or whatever. It's gonna be more like yeah, I probably just shouldn't wear like, you know,
slides.
Yeah, well, like don't wear your huaraches on Sunday. No, I'm just kidding. I don't really mind that. I feel like more it's like, okay, let's have like realistic lengths of clothing, like skirts and dresses, because what if the stage is high and literally we see your underwear? Like, I just don't want to see your underwear.
Yeah,
that's it.
I get like certain things, because like when we were saying we didn't like go through all the restrictions we've encountered, but it's like closed-toed shoes for obvious reasons of like you can get hurt with some of the stuff on stage. No like skirts or dresses above the knee, which is another obvious point because
they're filming and recording too a lot of times in these churches, and so I would hate, even if I look good like standing in front of you, I would hate for in like a what is it called, a recap video, a video of me in worship and I'm jumping and then like you see my chonies.
But then there's people down too, like there's people like not under the stage but below you, that when you look up, what happens? You see everything. So like it's
I just don't want people to see that. Some people are like, I don't care, but I'm like, no, you should not be looking at this right now.
I mean, not in church, maybe somewhere else.
No. Do you want that recorded and put out there?
No.
You just don't. That's why I'm like, no.
But there are some other things too, like
no graphic.
Yeah,
some of them are no graphic.
No graphics on your shirt or
like brands.
At college, you could wear that.
Oh, you could?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. What are some other ones?
And like if you're gonna be casual, it's like it still has to be like presentable casual.
Yeah.
It can't be like
your clothes has to be ironed.
Yeah, it's not like I'm going skateboarding right now.
Yeah.
Like, here's my disgusting Converse. Even though I kind of did that at college.
I feel like, yeah, I there's a part of it where I'm like, I can't tell you to get nicer shoes because I'm not going to buy them for you. So how do I tell you to fork the money when,
Have you ever gotten sent home?
Yeah. Multiple times.
Me too.
Multiple times.
Just maybe like twice.
No, I've been sent home like, or asked if I had clothes in my car. So what we're talking about is if I would show up on a Sunday, and I would sing at my home church like every weekend on a Sunday. And if you were to show up and you weren't dressed properly, or like you were out of the code or whatever it is, you would be asked to like, do you have any clothes in your car, or can you go home and change? Because it was like inappropriate for Sunday for something. And so there was like also like the rule of like your thingy has to be like high enough, like you have to cleavage, like you can't see your cleavage, V-neck. But it was really hard when like you are covered but you're just bigger chested. Like even if you're fully covered but your shirt is fitted on the top, you can't, what else do? You know what I mean? So you also couldn't wear a fully fitted outfit. So like if I wanted to wear a shirt that was like a little bit form fitting on the top and skinny jeans with the belt, like you weren't allowed to do that. You couldn't wear like tight clothes that would show like your crotch area. If you wanted to wear tight pants, your shirt had to go past your crotch. Yeah, and then it had to be loose, because if it was tight, then you would be wearing a fully form fitted, which I liked to have. Like if I was wearing a big shirt, I liked to have it like tucked in on the side or in the front, because if not, I'm not like a stick. So I would literally just look like a balloon. Like with the clothes, like everything is huge on me. And this was before it was a trend for everything to be big. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was gonna say, because I like it now, oversized clothes. I love it. But like 2 years ago, I liked to tuck in my shirt, like even if it was on the side or a little corner or something. But you couldn't do that. So there were times where I was wearing stuff that I felt super insecure in for the sake of fitting into the dress code. Like, and I was like, oh my God, I couldn't focus. And like, I would get so like, because I have a really weird thing, and Billy can attest to this, and maybe you've seen it before too, but like what I'm wearing has a lot to do with how I feel. Oh my gosh. Yes. So much to do with how I feel. So if I don't like what I'm wearing, and I don't mean it in like an arrogant, like, oh, I had to look cool kind of way at all. I mean it in like
like it definitely affects my vibe.
Yeah.
Like what
That's
I'm
why
feeling.
I changed earlier, even for this, because I was like, oh, no. I saw it and I was like, I'm not going to, when I go back to edit this, because I edit this, I don't want to look and be like, I
didn't look at my outfit today.
how I look.
just put it on and came downstairs. Like I had these sweats on and I put this shirt on and I was like, nude. Okay, cool. And I came down. But like if we were going out somewhere, even if I was going to go to the grocery store and I didn't like what I was wearing, I would feel so like everybody was staring at me because they knew that I didn't like, and I know nobody is, but it's just like my own, it definitely affects my vibe.
I would say that before COVID, but now that we wear masks, I literally do not care, because mostly what I go out in is all black and a mask, and nobody like it's.
See, I can't do that.
Really?
I wish I didn't care.
Oh my gosh.
If there is one wish I had, it was that it would be that I know that's not my one wish. All right. But I wish I didn't care. Like, I wish I was like, whatever, I'll just wear all black and then throw this over. But I'm not, like, I can't wear, like, and this is just my own brain. This is nobody else. If you wear this, I think you're so cute. Because there's so many outfits that I see on other people that are so simple. And I'm like, oh, so adorable.
Yes.
But, like, I can't just go and wear, like, a black tank top underneath this with black leggings and, like, wear, like, my white Doc Martens and leave the house. I can't.
Yeah, so, like, how your older sister dressed, I wish I could wear what she wears. Like, cute, like
skinny jeans,
yes,
and like a white little shirt tucked in,
yes, cardigan,
and like cardigan.
I just don't feel confident in that. I feel like it's not me, so then I'm like, I don't know how to act. Like,
I know, dude. So I just get I get so freaked out with what I can't wear. So yeah, it would mess me up, dude, on Sundays. Like I would get distracted and be like, oh my god, I just can't, I can't focus, I can't this, can't that. So it was really hard, especially when I first started leading, because it's already like traumatizing and you're like, oh, everybody's looking at me, I'm nervous, whatever, even though people probably aren't. I used to get so freaked out. So I've been sent home multiple times for like, oh, your shirt, this. So I just started leaving clothes in my car, dude. Because it would throw me whole closet off so bad to go home.
Yeah.
After already like going through a run through and preparing and practicing, and you're like kind of getting in the zone, or you're focusing in. Like for me, or for us, we would get backstage after we were done, and we would like turn worship music on, or we would be playing like the playback for walk in, or someone would be playing their like instrument, and we would all just be waiting, sitting like focused. And then I would have to go home.
Yeah. It throws you.
And then find something that I like, but also fits that in like a 4-minute window that you have. Thank God for the most of the part of that time I was living across the street from the church.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
But there were times where we finally moved and we weren't living right there, and I would have to drive 20 minutes to get home or 15 minutes to get home. That's ridiculous. Which it's honestly essentially like my fault, because I should know. Like I should have known.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And basically what I got to the point where I was saying, like, if I have to ask if this is appropriate, it's probably not appropriate.
Yeah, I had to get like that too, because I would always want to wear stuff that I knew I wasn't allowed to wear on stage. And then I was like, just stop being rebellious and just like,
yeah,
you signed up for this.
Yes. It'd be different if it was like, you can't show up on a Sunday looking like this just to attend church.
Yeah.
But this is like, I'm choosing to be involved in this, and I'm saying yes to all the parameters that come with it, as awkward or weird, or for some people it might just sound religious. But yeah, I knew. I was like, finally I got to the point where I was like, if I have to ask, I'm not going to wear it. Yeah. Because that probably means I shouldn't be wearing it. You know?
That's how I got to. Finally. It took almost my whole life from growing up in church. I mean, I wasn't serving like the whole time or on the worship team the whole time, but it did take me years
to get to that,
to finally just be like, well, you signed up, so.
Oh my gosh, dude, so many random times. You were sent home, you said, what, once or twice?
Yeah, just like once or twice, but it was mostly because I would get dressed in the dark and not realize that something's like see-through.
Oh.
Or I would have it and then...
Remember when there was that... Sorry, I cut you off. Continue.
What? No, just say.
Remember when that phase where everybody's wearing those like sheer button-up shirts?
Yes. I lived in that.
I remember.
Those were like... That was part of my 2014 to 2016 clothes.
I remember that, dude. Like so clearly.
Even though it was all black, it was sheer black. And I would have a tank top on. Oh gosh, I hate wearing tank tops under clothes now.
I never wear tank tops under clothes. If I can't wear without a tank top, I'm not buying it.
Yep, same. I stopped that like in 2016 because I couldn't do it. It's just so uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm squeezed.
Yeah, I hated it. I remember also printed pants when that started becoming a thing, and Jeffrey Campbell's the Lolitas.
What's that?
You wore them to your graduation. You wore mine.
The shoes?
The Lolitas, they're like big chunk and they have a shoelace all the way up like a boot, and
the
it's a
trauma
platform.
that is going through my brain right now.
Oh my gosh, this one, you're so dramatic.
Don't. You're not slipping down the freaking podium.
Do you got no handrail?
No.
I remember, I think we have a video of you walking. Your knees were like, you were walking like the villain in Powerpuff Girls.
I look like when the baby deer barely born legs.
Your mom, and then she was like, she looks so funny. I was like, it's really not that obvious.
Okay, let me give you some context. We had to stuff socks in the toes of
But
the
tell me you didn't
shoe.
look good.
I couldn't walk.
Tell me you didn't look good. Tell me you didn't look good.
Listen, I tried to wear
Tell me you didn't look good.
what did I try to wear?
You tried to wear
Vans?
No, it was like some random ankle boot, like a leather ankle boot.
I don't remember that.
I just remember it being some random pair of shoes, and I was like, no. And you're like, I'm not wearing these. I was like, yes, you are.
She literally forced me.
But tell me you didn't look good.
Okay, if I find a picture, we'll insert a picture.
We will find one.
Y'all can
I'm sure we have a picture. Dude, you looked so cute. And that's something that you would have been like, oh, see, look at these stupid shoes I wore at graduation. Yeah, they were stupid because they didn't fit, but they looked real fashion forward. You don't have to tell your kids that, or your niece and nephew one day. You could just say, look at how cool your tia was.
Oh my God. Okay, next.
Oh my God, my cheeks are burning. Oh, so funny. Dude, I remember that. What did I wear to graduation? Oh, I wore a black fitted dress, and it was strapless. And then I wore this like little like, it was like a vest thingy, and it was pink. Do you remember? It was blush, and it had those long little tassels on it.
Wasn't it like they're called something?
What are they called?
I don't know. They're called something, but is it like loose?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And it goes over, but it doesn't have sleeves or anything, and it was just like speeny.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And then I was wearing these like heels that were not. Oof. I wanted to find Lolitas, but I couldn't find any. That was the next year I had the coin to buy them.
Yeah, because she graduated a year before me.
So I remember wearing these like weird ones that looked like Lolitas, but they didn't go up the ankle, and it stopped right at the like a shoe. It looked like a shoe with the heel, like a full shoe with the heel, and it was not flattering to the rest of my leg or anything. It was bad. So yeah, that one was interesting. And then I remember having to change right after because we went to Six Flags.
Oh yeah, I never understood the logic behind graduations and then having to change to go to.
It was like the hype or whatever.
Yeah,
but it was not fun, dude. I remember falling asleep on the way there, getting on one ride. Not sure which ride it was. Six Flags.
Okay, same.
I don't know what ride I got on to this day. Couldn't tell you. Went to buy a burger and a water bottle, and I fell asleep literally with the water bottle on the table, and my head was face down. And my friend came and woke me up literally like 2 hours later and was like, the bus is leaving. And I was like, oh.
Yep, that's how it was for me too. What? The drive was like almost 3 hours.
Yeah, I was like, I paid $100 for what?
And then I got on literally 2 rides because the lines were insane.
It was empty when we were there.
No, dude, literally every school ever was there.
You want to know why? Because the year that I went was a year that schools were still doing Disneyland and Six Flags.
And then they stopped.
Then
Disney.
it's all Six Flags.
Yeah, it was bad. It was so not worth it. The drive in total was like 6 hours. 3 there, 3 back.
Dude, I remember getting back and everybody getting off the plane. I mean, not the plane, the bus. Miserable. Mm-hmm. Miserable. There were some crazy kids that were probably drugged out that were like wide awake, but I was like,
yep, I remember that.
It was not fun. It was not fun. We do have some. I do have 2, I guess, confessions. Last week, a girl responded to what we had after she listened. And when we were talking about like fashion and all that stuff like that and posting stuff. And she said that she was kicked out of her youth ministry 2 weeks in a row for not wearing appropriate outfits, just attending them. Just attending it. Like she was new to her church, like new to her youth group. She was a new Christian, didn't really know anything, and she got sent home 2 times.
That should be illegal. I cannot stand that.
I know.
Especially when you're just attending. I know. And that's like my biggest like thing.
And she just said, thank God I didn't thank God that I didn't let that like affect me.
Yeah.
Because she has a full flourishing life. Yeah. She loves Jesus. But it can jack people up,
dude. It can. And then that's when it's like, oh, people at church only want you there if you look a certain way. And like,
yeah.
That's how it was for a lot of years. Like our church,
Yeah.
I think, was like, oh, what is this person wearing? Or
I think what you wore determined if you like were in the culture.
mm-hmm.
And if you were, then you kind of made your way to the next. Yeah.
Yeah. That's so weird.
Yeah.
Now saying it out loud like that is really weird.
Yeah, I think saying it out loud is hard too. It's hard to accept that that was truly what was happening sometimes. Like if you looked a certain way, then you made it in to the in crowd, which I could totally see that, dude. Because there were times where like I couldn't keep up with the Michael Kors jewelry and all this fancy purses and all these things like that. I was like 16 trying to look like all the like women in our church and
25 to 30 years
Yeah,
olds.
and I couldn't keep up.
Dang, I can't believe we really did that, or we really tried to be like that. We were teenagers.
We tried so hard, dude. There were so many times where I was like, this is not... Like, I remember one time, there was a time in church where, like, my parents weren't going to our church. They had left. None of my family was going there, and I got ready one day, and I was, like, leaving, and this was in the time where I was, like, trying to be cool. My dad was like, that doesn't look like... My dad has always been super, like, you're so cool. You're, like, bigger than the desert. Like, you're going to get out of here one day. Like, he's just always been super hype man. And, yeah, I walked out, and he was like, that doesn't look like something you would wear. And like in the nicest like thrown off kind of way, he was just like, what are you wearing? That doesn't look like what you would wear. And I was offended at the time, like, oh, you don't know me, you can't keep up with my fashion. But then I remember, like, now that I think back on it, there were times where I would like wear stuff and I was like,
why?
Yeah. Like, why was I 15 wearing blazers like fancy ones, not like cute now where they're like oversized and thrifted.
Yeah.
Like fitted button clothes.
Literally like we were going to meetings.
Yeah.
We looked like that.
Why was I dressing like that? It was bad, dude. I just remember that. And then, okay, let's see what other homegirl said. Okay. So this might be a little switch up a little bit of the topic. But she said, I just heard your guys' podcast talking about insecurity with social... Oh, no, this is last week. Talking about your insecurity with social media, and if your significant other doesn't post about you. I brought this up to talk to my boyfriend about it, and he got really upset and said, why do you feel like you need to be shown off? I think you're insecure and need to deal with this yourself. And she's like, and he shut me down. I just feel awkward. I don't know exactly what to say anymore now that I've tried to bring it up peacefully multiple times. I already told you how I feel about that.
Wow.
But I will reiterate, baby, if you're listening this week. Okay, I think there's two sections or parts of this. I think one is maybe you are being over dramatic and insecure or whatever it is, but if you are and your boyfriend or partner or whatever is shutting you down, then that only emphasizes that you may are being insecure about something that is real. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe that's real. That's a real thing that like they're giving you a reason to feel like that. Then there's another side where it's like, if I were to go to Billy and tell him that I felt insecure about something, he would be like, how can I help you?
Exactly.
How can I like, I don't want you to feel like this. What do I need to do to, I can't fix your insecurity, but I can hear you out and listen to you and tell you that like, I'm sorry that you feel like this, but to be shut down, nah, I don't play with that. Shut me down and tell me my feelings aren't real and see how far we go.
Exactly. What? That's just, I can't.
Not we, but like even me, like that's gonna build up layers that you're gonna have of resentment towards your boyfriend. I'll just say that.
I will just agree with that because I do agree with it.
You're just gonna get so mad because then it's gonna be like he's gonna post his friend for their birthday or whatever, like other things, and it's just gonna keep pushing the nail in deeper,
building up.
Yeah, not fun, girl. I would say you need to bring up the topic, not, oh, I'm insecure, we need to talk about this, but I've tried talking to you about how I feel, and if you don't want to talk through these things and us grow together and like I need us to be helping each other through this relationship and walking with each other, if you don't want that, then I need to know now. And you need to make the decision for yourself that you want somebody that's going to not just be into your physical health or your emotional health, but your mental health, and not like tell you that what you're feeling isn't valid.
Exactly. Or that you're overreacting every time.
Yeah, no. No. I think it's further than just this social media thing. The fact that I think the social media thing you have to work past as an individual. But I do think that if there is an insecurity about anything, it should be that he isn't letting you like talk about how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
100%.
So that's what I think. But those were 2 drop-ins. Do you have anything to confess this week, Shmam?
No.
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 I think one of my confessions is was that I used to literally dress like people that were like 20 years older than me in an attempt to fit in with people that were 20 years older than me instead of just being myself.
Yeah. I guess I would say I would just copy what you would wear because I didn't know how else.
Well, I'm sorry you had to copy me because girl. So
it's okay, we're in this together.
And all of you fashion forward babies, keep being you. Keep posting yourself. Keep putting yourself out there.
Yeah. I like looking at what other people post and what they wear.
Dude, I save so many Instagram outfits.
Me too.
I save so many people's like stuff. But yeah, don't try. Just don't try and be something that you don't like. It's expensive for one, because then you end up with a bunch of clothes you don't like. But also, it's so dissatisfying. Because I truly think fashion is an expression of who you are. Whether it's every time that you're dressed comfortably and really casual, and every time someone sees you, you feel comfortable when you get around. Or like if you dress really like fashion forward, or you're really fancy or whatever, people feel like posh and like excited around you, or whatever it is. Like be that.
Yeah.
And let that be, you know? Because I just feel like
I was literally just listening to Emma Chamberlain's podcast yesterday about how she got to her fashion to where it is right now. And she was saying like the phases that she went through, and that she wasted a lot of money, a lot of her parents' money in literally high school trying to like be someone that she wasn't. And now she just wears what she wants, even if she thinks people will be like, oh, that's weird. Like, why are you wearing that?
Yeah. I had to get there.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of times where I would get dressed and people would be like... And I think my mom, it took a few years for my mom, because in the beginning she was like, what are you wearing? I'm like, I don't know.
I know. My mom still does that.
I know. A lot of people do. And even when I'm like, Billy, does this look good? And I know it's like out there, he's like, yeah, it's definitely like you. And I'm like, okay, great. Let's go.
Okay, bye. Let's go.
So be you, baby. Dress the way that you feel you're expressing yourself, and feel confident in the way that you vibe in.
Yes.
Because you inspire someone even when you don't think you do.
We support.
Yeah, we love you. But until next week, we shall see you again on Monday.
Yes.
Yeah. We hope you enjoyed these clips and this angle shot, and we hope that it worked for you.
And us.
So we don't have to re-record this. But until next week, thanks for listening and hanging out with us. We'll see you then. Bye.